Have you ever dreamed of seeing the sky just dance with color? Well, tonight we're doing exactly that. We're chasing one of nature's most spectacular performances, the Northern Lights. If seeing the Scandinavian aurora is on your bucket list, then this is for you.
I mean, it's a sight you really have to see to believe, right? This incredible celestial ballet has captured our imagination for centuries. It's sparked myths, inspired art, and left pretty much everyone who sees it in a state of absolute awe. So, here's what we've got lined up. We're going to dive into the ancient myths, then geek out on the modern science behind it all. After that, I'll give you a practical guide for your own aurora hunt, and we'll wrap things up with a look at the timeless tradition of making wishes under the lights. Sound good? Let's get started. All right, let's kick things off. Section 1, a celestial dance. Okay, so long before we had any clue about solar winds or magnetic fields, people came up with some pretty incredible stories to explain these lights. And that brings us to Section 2, myths of the night sky. We're talking everything from Valkyries to firefoxes. The Vikings, for instance, they saw the lights as this powerful omen. They believed they were looking at one of two things: either the shimmering reflections from the armor of the Valkyries as they guided fallen warriors to Valhalla, or maybe even the Bifrost bridge itself, that fiery rainbow pathway connecting our world to the home of the gods. Pretty epic, right? Now, over in Finland, the story is, well, a little more whimsical. The name for the lights, Revontulet, literally means firefox. The legend tells of a magical Arctic fox running so fast across the mountains that its furry tail would whip up sparks or send snowflakes into the air, lighting up the entire night sky. I just love that one. But for the indigenous Sami people, the lights demanded a lot of respect. Seriously, they believed the aurora was the actual manifestation of their ancestors' souls. Because of that, it was considered really dangerous to wave or whistle at them, lest you draw their attention and get carried away into the sky. What's so fascinating is just how different all these interpretations were. For Vikings, it's a gateway for warriors. For the Finnish, a magical firefox. For the Sami, powerful ancestral spirits. And for some Swedish fishermen, it was a good omen, a sign of a huge herring catch. Every culture looked at the same sky and saw something that resonated deeply with their world. All right, that brings us to Section 3, the science of starlight. So if it's not mythical creatures or bridges to the gods, what's really happening up there? Well, the science is, honestly, it's just as magical as the myths. To put it simply, the aurora is what happens when charged particles from the sun slam into the gases in our atmosphere, making them glow. It's a direct, visible connection between our star and our planet. How cool is that? And you know, this understanding is actually pretty recent. It was a Norwegian physicist, Christian Birkeland, who first put the pieces together back in the early 20th century. He was the one who proposed that charged particles from the sun were the true cause. So, here's the play-by-play in 5 simple steps. First, the sun shoots out a stream of charged particles, known as the solar wind. These particles travel towards Earth at incredible speeds. Then, our planet's magnetic field acts like a funnel, guiding them towards the poles. There, they collide with atmospheric gases like oxygen and nitrogen. And finally, as those excited gases calm down, they release that energy as light, and that is the aurora. Okay, so this usually brings up a pretty common question. If this solar wind is always happening, if these collisions are going on all the time, why can't we just look up and see them in, say, July? And the answer is really simple. It's just too bright. In the summer, Scandinavia has its famous midnight sun, which means the sky literally never gets dark enough. The aurora is still up there, doing its thing, but it's completely washed out by the sunlight. You need a canvas of deep darkness to see the show. All right, so for anyone who's now feeling inspired to see this for themselves, and I hope you are, that brings us to Section 4, your Aurora Hunting Guide. Let's talk about the how, when, and where to go. When it comes to timing your trip, you've got some great options. Go in early autumn, you get milder weather and stunning reflections in the lakes. Midwinter, December to February, that's peak season for intense displays, but it is cold. March is often that perfect sweet spot, with long dark nights and slightly warmer temperatures. And listen up, because this is a huge tip. If you have ever wanted to go now. Or at least between now and 2026. Why? Because we are in a period called the solar maximum.
That means the sun is at its most active, creating more frequent and more spectacular auroras. The show is literally at its best right now. So where should you head? Well, top spots include Tromsø in Norway, often called the gateway to the Arctic. Sweden's Abisko National Park is famous for its uniquely clear skies, and Rovaniemi in Finland offers a perfect mix of aurora hunting and other awesome wilderness adventures.
To give yourself the best shot, remember these 5 tips. Always check the forecasts, both for solar activity and for clouds. Dress warmer than you think you need to. I'm talking layers. Be patient. It's a hunt, not a scheduled show. Get away from city lights, and seriously, consider a guided tour. The local experts know exactly where to go. And that brings us to our final section, Wishes Under the Lights. This is about a tradition that connects us modern-day aurora hunters with those ancient sky watchers from centuries ago. So, is this whole wishing on the lights thing for real? Well, the idea has really deep roots. In a lot of cultures, the lights were seen as a blessing from the heavens, a sign of good fortune. It was the perfect moment to send a wish out into the universe. And this belief runs deep. I mean, in some cultures, there's even a saying that a child conceived under the aurora will be blessed with good luck and a beautiful life. That just shows you how spiritually significant this celestial event can be.
And really, that's what it all comes down to, isn't it? Whether a wish technically comes true or not is kind of beside the point. The real magic is just standing there, under that vast, dancing sky, and feeling this profound sense of awe and connection to the cosmos. It's a feeling you never forget. It's a phenomenon that bridges science and soul, past and present. The aurora has been waiting in the Arctic sky for millennia, so the only question left is, will you answer its call?